Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of Wargame Review Institutions. This is Raven, 25mm fantasy figure, Wargame rules. Let's see what this is all about. Raven is a 144-page, perfect bound, fully illustrated rule book containing complete battle rules, army lists, background information, spell grimoires, and color guide to the races. In this fast-action mass battle tabletop game, you are the commander-in-chief of a mighty army. Your success is dictated by your ability to wield your army as a whole rather than relying on single regiments to win the battle for you. Raven is a game of tactics. Will your army's stands be able to outmaneuver your opponents? The choice is yours, and it had better be a good one. So it's a army battle game. It's not an individual skirmish fantasy game. Let's see what's in here. Looks like it's from Harlequin Miniatures. Starts out with some fluff. Alright, looks like this is what you do before the battle, such as choosing strategic capabilities. And then here's got a list of all the capabilities, such as ambush, deploy enemies within, and fortify, and so forth. And then you pick the ground capabilities, so you got terrain size and terrain types and so forth. So you're picking the battlefield there, I guess. Here it's got a table for flank marches. And this section's about tactical orders, movement and maneuver. And here it's talking about formations and changing formations and so forth. Wheeling it's got here and stuff. And your combat rules for melee and shooting. Looks like it's got shock combat and skirmish combat. And here's your melee rules. And fighting the battle, I guess, is divided into phases: pre-game phase, melee phase, and magic phase. And here it's got stuff on spells and counter spells, as you would expect in a fantasy game. And here's the grimoire. So these are different characters. Got barbarians, Saracens, knightlings, beastmen, undead, high elves, dwarves, wood elves, shadow elves. And here's the armies. So this is Vardulik is an army of vampire masters. Interesting. I would assume this is probably a pretty good army. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Wood elf army. So there's your army list there. Shadow elf army. High elves. Here's barbarian armies. That's kind of interesting. Barnorsk orc armies. That's probably a fun one to play. Undead army. Yeah, you gotta have that in a fantasy game. More orcs. These are Kustos orcs. And Khazars. Says they're a reptilian race. Helsinian. Looks some kind of human army. Vermin army. Got quite a few armies here. Beastmen, that's cool. Dwarfs. Yeah, gotta have them in a fantasy game too. Wonder if they have halflings. I prefer halflings to dwarves. Saracens, that's cool. Goblins. Knightlings. And here's our bestiary. Kind of like a monster manual for the different creatures. Greater demons, earth elementals, dryads, green dragons, griffins, hippogriffs, hydras, pegasus, treemen, hill trolls. And here it's got a section on painting and basing your figures. That's good to have. And it's got an army list here for specific scenarios. That's cool. Here's your sequence of play and stuff. This is kind of like a player aid sheet here that you're supposed to photocopy. Cool, just want to show you guys this. I'm actually getting rid of this. I figured I'd just document it before I got rid of it. I got so many fantasy rules, I really don't need another, but this does look pretty cool. Thanks for watching. If you've played a game using these rules, definitely let us know. And if you like the video, please click like on it. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. And as always, have a good evening.